Welcome to this ToolHound Learning Center video where we'll look at different pick lists and how they're used throughout the application. Pick lists are pre-built lists of references to assign to different types of data. They're not affected by other actions in the application. They must exist prior to assigning them to whatever data you're using. That is, they can't be created on the fly. They are optional. There are two main types of pick lists: single or flat lists and tiered or nested lists. Let's start by looking at the single lists. Units of measure are used for issue units and weight units. Units of measure have both a description and an abbreviation. To add a new unit, click plus, type the description and the abbreviation, then click Save. Units of measure are required when using the purchasing module, as purchasing units can differ from issue units. Conditions are a description of the state of a serialized item. Don't be tricked. Conditions must be updated manually, as with all pick list references. Departments are a reference to the owner of inventory if you're managing it for a different business unit and it's set on each serialized item. Crafts or trades are attached to personnel. You can find out more about these in our video Managing Personnel. Transfer types are helpful if you have multiple stocking points and you want a standardized list of why the transfers are taking place. Payment terms are used only with the purchasing module and are set on purchase orders. INCO terms are used only with the purchasing module and are set on purchase orders. Cost codes frequently come out of ERP systems and they're linked to subjobs rather than directly to jobs. Currencies support the addition of currencies beyond the basic Canadian, American, and Australian dollars. There are also some single lists that have options associated with them. Manufacturers can be linked to part numbers and serialized items. To add a new manufacturer, click plus and enter the manufacturer name. You can optionally add in phone, fax, and website information for the manufacturer before clicking Save. Certifications are specialized training or qualifications and can be linked to part numbers and personnel. Find out more about this in our Improving Worker Safety video. Rental periods are used in two cases: on rate sheets to calculate charges for the transfer rental module, and if your organization is tracking rentals from third party. This will not track or calculate the costs to your organization. The option is for a number of days in the period or a calendar month. Return codes are used with the purchasing module only. They're used to send inventory back to the vendor after receipt, and this is the only pick list that actually modifies something else. It changes the inventory status of serialized items. Failure codes can be used in the service module on work orders, and there is an option available to select the highlight color. The tiered or nested lists support a second level for each parent level with multiple references. Let's take a look at them now. Categories are used to classify part numbers and can have a single sub-level of subcategories. Each category can have multiple subcategories. To add a new category, click plus and type the description. To add a subcategory to that category, click plus to the right of the category and enter the subcategory. Repeat as needed, then click Save. Categories and subcategories can also be created when importing part numbers. Be sure to be consistent to avoid things like power tool and power tools with an S. Jobs and subjobs can be used as an additional reference and can refer to a specific job number, area of a plant, or ERP job number. Jobs can have subjobs, and each subjob can have multiple pre-existing cost codes linked to them. Since job numbers accumulate over time, they can be made inactive so that they don't clutter up lists. To add a new job, click plus, type the job number and the job description. To add a subjob to that job, click plus to the right of the job number, type in the subjob code and subjob description. You can attach one or more cost codes by clicking plus to the right of the subjob and selecting the pre-existing cost code from the list. Click Save when you're done. And as a bonus, let's have a look at vendors. While they're not technically a pick list, if you are importing data and are going to reference a vendor, they need to be in the system first. To add a new vendor, click plus, enter the minimum required information, which is the vendor number or account number, the name, and the visibility. The vendor number and vendor name can be the same. From here, you can add as much additional information as you wish, then click Save. Let's review what we've learned so far. Pick lists can be single, flat lists with or without options, or two-tiered. They're not updated by any other processes or tasks. Imports are available for nearly all of the pick lists, and if you are going to be importing inventory or personnel, any pick list references will need to be existing in the system before you complete your import. Thanks for watching this video from the ToolHound Learning Center. For any questions, contact our support team, and remember, subscribe and hit the notification bell.